I bid you good morning, good evening, and good night, wherever you may be watching this transmission. It is I, Mike Martins. Thanks for joining me, guys. Well, I got some cool shades actually. I was going through the drawer. I just wanna kind of, matches my new hair. I feel cool, you know. I don't know. I feel different. I feel a little chippier. If you guys want to know. Anyway, so record online sales give short U.S. holiday shopping season a boost, says report. So what is this telling us? Well, you're going to start to see a lot less and less retail existence. You're going to see the front line. So the front line of employment in Canada is in the service and retail sector. And same thing in the UK and US. You got more building, you got more, other things other than retail. But in smaller countries, smaller populations, well, bigger countries with smaller populations depend on retail and depend largely on the service, like serving coffee and stuff, or working as a barista in Starbucks or something, right? So routers. So this was posted a few minutes ago, and I kind of want to share this because it's actually a pretty big deal, because we may see the death of retail. I know the death of retail is coming. I do own a retail store myself, but this is actually a pretty big one. U.S. shoppers spent more online than in retail stores during the shortest winter shopping season in the past 6 years. Speaks huge volumes right here. With online sales hitting a record high, a report by Mastercard. Now, Mastercard, that's a big deal too, because Mastercard knows, especially if Mastercard holders, and what they're spending on or what they're buying, right? It's their job to track sales or illegal stuff or bill people. They're not basically saying what Johnny's buying over at the record store. They're actually tracking whether it's online or if it's retail. So there's an automated software in their algorithm that actually tells them by percentages, and it breaks it all down too. They have this program where it breaks down algorithmically what's online sales, this, and it's all these pie charts, and it shows them all the different where it's being spent. Even it could even break down to show them what's online merchants percentage wise are being shopped at too. So that gets really that detailed when it comes to their playbook or their information, right? Or our information on spending, right? The holiday shopping season is a crucial period for retailers and can account for up to 40% of annual sales. But this year, Thanksgiving, which traditionally starts in the U.S. holiday shopping period on November 28th. That's around us time too here in Canada. That's around after Remembrance Day, right? A week later than last year's November 22nd, leaving retailers with 6 fewer days to drive sales between Thanksgiving and Christmas. Due to the later than usual Thanksgiving holiday, we saw retailers offering omnichannel sales earlier in the season, meeting consumers' demand for the best deals across channels and devices. And Steve Sadove, senior advertisement for Mastercard, e-commerce sales this year made up 14.6% of the total retail and rose 18.8% according to Mastercard's data tracking retail sales from November 1st through Christmas Eve. Overall, holiday retail sales, excluding auto, rose 3.4%. Well, auto sales they're not going anywhere. The last shortened shopping season was in 2013, when retail chains and delivery companies scrambled to get packages to shoppers in time for Christmas. I wonder how the Porch Pirates did this year. They should have a whole Porch Pirates Facebook fan page for Porch Pirates, and everybody upload their videos from their cameras, on their porches or balconies to film Porch Pirates. I think that'd be friggin' awesome. I subscribe to that, and I'd click the bell for updates on that for sure. Since then, retailers have invested heavily to provide same-day delivery lockers for store pickup and improve their online presence as they battle against retail giant Amazon.com, Amazon.o for market share. E-commerce sales hit record high this year, with more people doing their holiday shopping online, Sadove says. Consumers also benefited from low unemployment rate and rising wages, even as the global uncertainty and trade tensions have hit business investment. The data showed sales at department stores fell 1.8% and online sales growth of 6.9%, emphasizing the importance of a click and collect and online ordering. The apparel category registered stronger than expected e-commerce growth, Mastercard's data showed, with an online sales raising 17%. That is huge. This is unfathomable huge. But, I mean, in America, it's kind of okay because you still have a lot of service sector. Like, a lot of service. Like, you go down to, like, Oregon, you'll find 100 coffee shops on one street. So there'll still be employment. But for bigger countries with smaller economies and smaller populations, like Canada, Australia, and the UK and New Zealand, they're screwed. Because once more and more online sales, you know what you're going to start seeing happen? You're going to start to see bans on Amazon. I think it's France. Don't quote me on this. I honestly think France is one of the few countries where Amazon's banned because they don't pay taxes to the federal government. And it's helped a lot of their retail sector. And basically, retail saw a 20-30% increase in sales with the banning of Amazon. I'm not sure if it's France. Don't quote me on this, okay? The holiday season was challenging for retailers after Amazon explained its free return policy to include products that were not previously eligible, giving customers until January to return even small purchases bought on the website. I don't know. You know how they make it? It's because us, small guys, I ship stuff too. I sell online, like hobby stuff. My problem is with that, let me tell you what my problem is. My problem is I'm paying more for shipping because Amazon don't. Amazon's got this huge discount shipping through the federal shipping and stuff, but we pay for it. The smaller guy pays for it when they buy a stamp or when they purchase tracking on a package. They pay for it. They pay astronomical prices for shipping. I'm not sure what the cost of shipping is in the rest of the Commonwealth, but I know in Canada, for me to ship this phone, for example, like one province over with tracking, it's like $35. But if I was to ship this phone from Seattle to Miami Beach, it cost me $8 with tracking. So there's a big difference. If you see how far Seattle from Miami Beach is, you'll see what I'm talking about. And if you see how far the next province over is, you'll see what I'm talking about. The National Retail Federation had a forecast of U.S. holiday retail sales over 2 months to increase between 3.8% and 4.2%. That compares with the average annual increase of 3.7% over the past 5 years. Spending Pulse reports tracks spending by combining sales and activity in Mastercard's payments network with estimates of cash and other payment forms, but excludes automobile sales. Of course, if you drop automobile sales in there, it'll bring down the percentage points a full 3, 4, maybe 6, 7 points. Because automobile sales, no one's getting cars for Christmas anymore, people. So, we're talking about this, how, on the channel here, how in Canada, no one discussed the housing crisis, the affordability levels. But they kept boasting about all these new jobs. And during the election, there was all like 40,000 new jobs posted. And everybody was like, wow, this is great. But then it came to surface that we realized that all these jobs that were posted were just public sector jobs paid for by the taxpayers. A month later, November hits, boom, massive job loss. Huge job, 70,000 job losses, blah, 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 in the private sector now, not public. So what are they going to do if there's no jobs? Now, let me get to what I'm saying here. Now, if these retail stores close, let's say in Canada and throughout the Commonwealth, and they're seeing, obviously, sales moving online, fine. But then the little guy can't keep up because he doesn't get the same shipping deals that Amazon does. The little guy can't keep up because the government can't keep up and basically fund its deficits and pay all these public sector workers because it's not taxing people's wages as much because all these places are closing. This is a huge deal, guys. This domino effect is going to rally everywhere. It's going to be a domino rally. It's just going to go nuts. Let me know what you guys think. This is a good thing for online sales, I guess. I mean, it creates more logistic jobs and shipping jobs and stuff, but it also hurts a lot of the mom and pops out there. And I feel for them. I own my own little store. It isn't much, but still, it does pay my bills. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Share this video, get it out there, and thanks for watching.